With the right amount of XRP and the proper structure, you could retire in just 5 years, completely tax-free for life. Now, I'm not talking about selling your XRP and paying massive capital gains. I'm talking about keeping your XRP forever and borrowing against it, which is tax-free. Then you'll be able to live off those proceeds while your wealth continues to compound. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how much XRP you need based on the lifestyle goals that you have, why the price predictions we have probably could happen a little bit sooner than later, and the most important piece, how to structure everything so you keep 100% of your wealth protected and working for you. Here's what the ultra wealthy know that most XRP holders don't. You never sell the golden goose, the best asset ever. While everyone else is planning their exit, is planning the exact opposite. They're building structures to borrow against their XRP forever, accessing liquidity without ever triggering a single taxable event. Think about Elon. He didn't sell Tesla stock to buy Twitter. He borrowed against it. Today, I'm breaking down the exact framework that you could use to retire in just 5 years, not by selling your XRP, but by leveraging it. We're going to cover how much XRP you actually need based on your lifestyle and your goals, why borrowing against your XRP destroys traditional retirement planning, and the most important piece, the 5-layer protection system that ensures that no lawyer, ex-spouse, or government agency can touch what you've built for your family. This isn't just theory. This is the exact strategy that my high net worth clients are using today, right now. And whether you're holding 10,000 XRP or a million XRP, the principles are identical. Only your timeline changes. Biggest wealth destruction mistake you'll ever make, and what the 1% do instead. So this is the question I get asked all the time. How much XRP do I need? Well, let's break down the math. We'll talk about the richly 500 wallets on the planet that have more than a million XRP in them. If you have more than 10,000 XRP, you're in the top 300,000 wallets. So if we do the math and we've got 1.5 million wallets that are quote unquote retail, and you've got 300,000 of those wallets that have more than 10,000 XRP. That means if you have 10,000 XRP, you're in the top 20% of retail holders. Your $1,000 XRP to have $50 million if you had 500. Well, look at Bitcoin. There are people that bought 500 Bitcoin back in the day when it was $1 through 500 bucks in it. And now they have $50 million if they just let it sit there, sat on their hands, didn't do anything for a decade. They're doing pretty good, more than a decade, really. But I think that's how long it's going to be for XRP to really get to those prices, sometime in the 2030s. Okay. Now, let's say you're in that top 20% of retail holders. You got 10,000 XRP. You're going to need a $5,000 XRP to have that $50 million. And that could happen a lot faster. I think potentially even within the next 2 or 3 years, we could see a $5,000 XRP. And again, that's predicated on a lot of events we've talked about in the past on this channel, and I won't get into that here, but it's possible. So you're in a really good position to potentially retire within that 5-year time frame that we talked about at the beginning of this, if you have that 10,000 XRP. Okay, now what if you got a little bit more? Tax free. Your freedom number is going to depend on your timeline, right? So again, the more XRP you have now, the less time you're going to have to wait. You're trying to get a little bit of assurance that this is actually going to happen. So for me, it's a foregone conclusion. XRP is going to be used to be able to facilitate value globally, move payments for SWIFT, the back end of the stock market, treasuries with Ondo, BlackRock, all of the above. And so it's inevitability in my mind that it's going to reach these high prices, but it's coming. So again, not get rich quick, but this is a very strong way that you can use the same strategies as the wealthy with infinite banking and other concepts we're going to talk about in this video to live your lifestyle tax-free and protect it in the next to address the structure of how everything's put together. Your XRP isn't actually protected right now. If it's in your personal name, you're open to liabilities. You're open to lawsuits. You're open to creditors, and people are going to find it. Okay, like you bought it on a public exchange, you moved it to a wallet, unless you lost your keys in a boating accident, which everybody claims, they're going to be able to get to it, okay? They're going to know it's on your balance sheet. So let's just be adults here and do it the right way. Let's structure it and make sure that you protected yourself and your family. So what does that look like? Well, personal ownership has personal liability, period. Every asset in your name is discoverable and auditable by somebody that subpoenas bank records and other things in a lawsuit, okay? So we need to move these out of your name. We need to get a digital asset LLC created, which separates those assets from you and moves them into that corporation.